What's up, Twins territory? This is Tom Froming. Let's talk about a rumor review and really dig into these Josh Donaldson rumors, connecting him to the Twins. Before we get into the specific rumors, maybe the most shocking thing to me was a little tidbit that Joel Sherman had on MLB Network on the timeline. He expects Donaldson to sign.
Market looks like when we might have a decision here for Josh Donaldson.
So I think that's the market. I think I wouldn't be surprised if we got a decision before Christmas.
What Ken Rosenthal wrote most recently in his piece of The Athletic, basically saying don't count the Twins out. He's not painting them as a favorite. He does mention that Donaldson has multiple 4-year offers with both the Twins and Nationals believed to be at that level. Now, I key that out because that was certainly a message that he really drove even further in his appearance on MLB Network since this article has been published. He sounds much, much more confident that Washington has that 4-year offer. But check out the verbiage on how he puts the Twins sort of report.
3-4 years. Do we get to 100 million with Josh? What's the update?
Well, we're at 4 years, and last night I heard that there are multiple teams in at 4 years, which means 100 million is possible. Now, 2 of those teams that are believed to have that 4-year offer are the Nationals, who we've suspected all along, and the Twins, who have been in on this, but I didn't know that they were in to this extent. Now, I'm not certain they're 4 years, but that is the belief of some of the people I spoke to.
So again, Rosenthal says he's not certain they're 4 years, but that's the belief of some people in regard to the Twins. So he's basically saying, I haven't heard that, but a lot of my sources have heard that. So I don't know if that's other executives from other teams. I don't know if that's agents. Who knows? But he definitely sounds much more confident that Washington has that offer in than the Twins do. It certainly would make sense that if there's a team that's going to be extra desperate to sign Josh Donaldson, that it wouldn't be the Twins. They don't have as pressing a need at third base as the Nationals do. Atlanta would make sense to get in on this, although they have some internal candidates to replace him at third base. The Dodgers have been mentioned in talks connected to him. So I would easily believe that Washington is the team to beat to get Josh Donaldson. But, I think he's going to take the most money. I'm pretty confident that that's what's going to go down. This guy doesn't have horses in Washington, or whatever. I don't know his family situation. Southern guy, he's from Florida, went to Auburn. So I don't know if that plays in. Maybe with a potential reunion to Atlanta, more likely. Who knows? I'm not going to pretend like I know any of that stuff. I'm sure we'll hear about it after these guys sign. It's like with Wheeler and with Bumgarner. But it seems, I don't know, just from the outside looking in, it seems more likely to me that he's just going to take the best offer he gets, because at 34 years old, this is his last chance to get a big deal. And he went through all the BS of sitting on the market last year and having to settle for a 1-year deal. Now, it was a very handsomely rewarded 1-year deal, but still a 1-year deal with the Braves. I'm guessing he's probably not going to be interested to take a shorter term again, and he's going to take as much money as he can get. One last thing I'm going to leave you with. I'm just going to rip off from MLB Network. This whole video, they can come find me if they got a problem with that, with free advertising. But just so happened that Tyler Glasnow was in studio when they were talking about Donaldson in one of those segments. And I thought his comments were really interesting just because, number one, this is coming from the inside. This is coming from a current player, and he's 26 years old. So he's right around the same age as a lot of the Twins core, the Keplers, the Polancos, Sano's, Buxtons, all those dudes are right around that same age. And, player to player, everybody's a little bit different. But I just thought this was an interesting perspective.
On a player that has that much swagger. I mean, we saw the home run celebrations. I mean, it's hard to quantify that, but what does it mean in the clubhouse?
Honestly, he's one of those guys, like even he's on your team, you're like, I love it. I'm all about it, right? And then I think when you play against him, I think certain people, like whether it's they don't like it or they do like it, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Right.
If he plays well, he plays well. And I think it's within baseball too, it's such a humbling sport that if you can express like just any emotion or like that swagger and you know that eventually you'll be humbled, but you can act that way, I'm all for it. Like I'm a big fan of him.